My family and I just visited the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens for the first time and we loved it. In this video, I'm going to show you what you can expect when you visit this awesome zoo, which is located right outside of downtown Columbia, South Carolina, followed by 10 must-know tips near the end of the video that you need to know before you visit Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens. Did you know that over 1 million people are drawn to the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens each year, captivated by its vastness and diversity, housing over 3,000 different animals and over 5,700 different variety of plants? While the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens isn't the largest zoo in the area, I honestly feel like it's the nicest and it's the easiest to navigate, especially with kids. You will find two major attractions that make up the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens. You have the actual zoo area, as you can see right here, and then across the river you're going to find the Riverbanks Botanical Garden. I really do recommend visiting both attractions during your visit, and the best part is your ticket to the zoo will allow you to do just that. My wife and I were shocked at how much stuff there was to see and do here at Riverbanks, especially for the kids. You have a lot of hands-on activities and other great attractions that are not included with admission, but they're worth checking out as well. My family and I have visited the North Carolina Zoo before, and while it is a much larger zoo, we all agreed that we prefer Riverbanks Zoo due to its smaller size and the way everything just seems new and fresh. This is an attraction that I cannot recommend enough checking out because it really is worth it. So enjoy this overview of the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens, and then in a few minutes I'm going to share with you 10 must-know tips about the zoo that you're not going to want to miss. And if you have any other questions about this must-see attraction, please let me know in the comments. It's Brandon here from Travel Guides USA, and today we are at the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens here in Columbia, South Carolina. I've never been here before, so I'm excited to take the family and check it out to see all the animals, and I'm going to share you guys a lot of tips about the place and just give you an overall view of what it's like to be here. It's a really highly rated zoo with over 20,000 Google reviews, and it looks like a lot of fun. On our way to the gardens. Now this is something that I would definitely be into. That's cool. So I gotta say, first impressions of the Riverbanks Zoo here in Columbia, it's really nice. This is really nice. Very well kept, very clean, easy to get in and out of. It's not a massive zoo, so I like that as a parent of 2 kids. And you get great views. So we're heading over to the gardens right now to check out that part of it. So stay tuned. They do have a complimentary tram that will take you from the base of the bridge all the way up to the gardens, which is nice if you want to do that. So that is nice, or else you just walk up the path about a third of a mile. So it's not too far. We're gonna try to do it the first time, see how bad it is. We might be taking the tram back, we'll see. The walk's around 5 minutes long. It's uphill to get to the gardens, and it's downhill to get back to the zoo. So take that for what you will. So now we're doing the gardens. It'll be really pretty. And the tram runs like constantly. So if you do wait, the line's not very long. Now we're checking out the Waterfall Junction area of the zoo. It's a kids area with a bunch of water activities, so it'll be fun. And now it's time for the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens must-know tips. Tip number 10. If you are visiting with younger kids, be prepared to spend a little bit more money for some of the upcharge attractions that the zoo offers that the kids will enjoy. I personally recommend Sky High Safari. Tip number 9. The zoo is open every day of the year except Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if you have younger kids, I recommend visiting between May and September so they can enjoy the water play areas at Waterfall Junction. Tip number 8. The food inside the zoo isn't really the best, so I recommend grabbing a bite to eat before you get to the park. Tip number 7. Allow yourself at least 5 hours if you want to see and do everything the zoo offers. Trust me on this place offers so much to see and do. Tip number 6. I highly recommend the giraffe feeding, but be sure to schedule this and purchase it as soon as possible because it will sell out fast. Tip number 5. Be sure to check out the gardens. While it is a little bit of a walk, you do get great views of the Saluda River as you cross over the bridge. The gardens really are beautiful. Tip number 4. I recommend visiting on a weekday if possible. Saturdays are always the busiest days, followed by Sundays. Tip number 3. If you enjoy a great nature walk, the zoo offers a few great trails that I highly recommend checking out. Tip number 2. While the zoo is worth visiting this year, once they open their new highly anticipated zoo expansion, the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens will be one of the best here in America. And I would assume that expansion would open up in late 2025 or early 2026. And now it's time for the number 1 tip regarding the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens, and that would have to be how to save some money. That is why I always recommend purchasing your tickets in advance on the Riverbanks website. By doing this, you'll save money on your ticket cost as well as you get free parking. You have fun today?
Yeah.
You like the zoo? You want to go back? Cool. Back where it all started, about 3.5 hours later, we had a great time at the Riverbanks Zoo and Gardens. This place has really exceeded our expectations for sure. Right in downtown Columbia, easy to get to. Definitely recommend checking it out. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to smile today, be adventurous, and never stop traveling.